What is up, you incredible savages? Welcome to the show. Welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, yeah, I have hair, okay? It's been fucking weird because I've just, the last couple of weeks, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to wear a hat so much. And clients are like, hello, is that you? I'm like, yeah. So that's how you know your branding is strong, when you just don't show up with a hat and people are fucking thrown off. Anyway, that's not weird to talk about today. We're not talking about my hair or hats or those aesthetic choices that we make. What we are going to talk about today is something that I think will hopefully help you out, okay? Hopefully help you out if you are in the market to work with someone, hire a speaker, a coach. This is important stuff, right? It's important to me. It's one of the things that really annoys the shit out of me, to be real with you. Before that, after that, whenever, do me a favor, head to traviscrutcher.com. If you're interested in having me come speak words out of my face to your faces, I am booking into 2026 now, so don't fucking sleep, man. I'm not saying this for a FOMO thing. I'm saying this because it's true. So if you're interested in having me come speak, do a series of workshops, whatever the heck it is, please hit me up and let's get something on the calendar. What else? That's it. Follow me on social, and if you do, please don't be a dick about it. Now I'm going to shut up so I can thereby talk some more.
Welcome to Not Sorry with Travis Crutcher, the show where Travis will say some things that might trigger you, offend you, make you laugh, or even motivate you. So, if you're not easily offended, stick around and enjoy. On the other hand, if you are easily offended, listen anyway. Then go tell everyone how triggered you were. Either way, you can be certain of one thing: Travis is not sorry.
All right, here we go. So this is another one of those ones, man. It's another one of those ones where there is a possibility that it will piss somebody off. And when I say somebody, those somebodies are probably in my same industry. And you know what? I'm totally fucking cool with that, especially when it comes to this, because this shit, I don't want to say triggers me, but boy, it fucking sends me through the roof, okay? So we're going to talk about something that happened to me recently that perfectly illustrates what I think is wrong with the speaking and coaching industry, okay? And there's probably a lot of problems, but this one in particular. Someone asked me what my coaching and speaking were like and how they were different from other people in the industry. Cool. Short answer, I'm direct. If you listen to the show, you know that, right? I don't fluff people up with a bunch of empty fucking platitudes or feel-good bullshit, okay? But that got me to thinking, why do other coaches and speakers do that? Is it because they genuinely believe that mediocre efforts should be celebrated, or is it because they want to keep you coming back for more sessions? And I think it's that one. So let's talk about why don't give out participation trophies and why that's actually better for you in the short and the long term, right? Here's what I see everywhere in the coaching industry. People paying coaches to make them feel good about themselves with, you're amazing just the way you are, you're doing your best, right? Or progress is progress, no matter how small. Just believe in yourself, champ, right? Bullshit, dude. Complete bullshit. You know what that is? That's emotional masturbation. Feels good in the moment, but it doesn't actually change anything. And that's what you want when you have a coach, change. I was at a conference recently, true story. I watched speaker after speaker get up there and tell people how wonderful they were. And the audience was eating it up, man. Standing ovations, tears, hugs all around. And you know what? 6 months later, those same people are in the exact same place they were before. Still struggling with the same problems, still making the same excuses, still paying for more feel-good sessions because nobody actually challenged them to change. Here's the uncomfortable truth, man. If you're not where you want to be in life, it's probably because you're not doing what you need to do. And having someone pat you on the head, tell you you're perfect, isn't going to fix that. I don't give out free accolades or attaboys. I will 100% push you. I will make you uncomfortable and do everything I can to get the very best out of you. Why? Because I care more about your future than your feelings. And you should too. So let's talk about why so many coaches like to keep you comfortable. Because there's a financial incentive to do so. Okay? It's not hard. Think about it. If it makes you feel good about where you are right now, you'll keep coming back. If I validate your excuses, you'll keep paying me. If I tell you this slow progress is fine, you'll be my client for years. But if I push you to actually change, if I challenge your excuses, if I make you uncomfortable enough to take real action, holy shit, you might actually solve your problems and not need me anymore. And that's exactly what should happen. I've always said the best proof of my methodology is being able to coach myself out of a client. And people look at me crazy when I say it, because my goal isn't to keep you dependent on me. My goal is to get you in a place where you don't need me anymore. That is what coaching is for. But that's not how most of the industry works. Most coaches want long-term relationships. They want recurring revenue. They want to keep you coming back month after month, year after year. So they give you just enough progress to feel like you're moving forward, right? But not enough to actually solve your problems. They celebrate small wins like they're major victories. They validate your struggles instead of challenge you to overcome them. That's nonsense, man. They make you feel good about fucking mediocre effort. I'm going to be real about it. Because mediocre effort means long-term clients. And long-term clients means long-term revenue. The good job coaches out there, they want your money, dude. They want your money and they want it long-term. And it just doesn't work. Here's what feel-good coaches don't want you to know, okay? Big breakthroughs, big life-changing shit comes from getting out of your comfort zone. Not from feeling good about where you are, not from being validated in your struggles, not from being told you're perfect just the way you are, but from being pushed beyond what you think you can handle. Like, I had a client who was stuck in a job he hated, fucking hated. For 5 years, dude, he'd been working with another coach who kept telling him to be patient and trust the process and honor his journey. Bullshit. His journey was going fucking nowhere. In our first session, I asked him, what's the real reason why you haven't left this job, dude? And he gave me the usual excuses, right? The economy, his age, lack of experience in other areas. And I said, those are all lies you're telling yourself, dog. What's the real reason? And you know what? He got uncomfortable. He got defensive. He did not like being challenged. But eventually, he admitted the truth. He was scared. Scared of failure. Scared of starting over. Scared of not being good enough, right? Who's been there? And that's when we could actually start working on the real problem. Within 3 months, new job, 40% more money. Why? Because he addressed his fear instead of validating his excuses. Look, discomfort is where growth happens. Comfort is where dreams go to die. And if your coach isn't making you uncomfortable, buddy, they're not doing their fucking job. Let me tell you what happens when you work with someone who's direct instead of someone who just wants to make you feel good. First, you get results faster, right? Isn't that what you're here for? When someone cuts through your bullshit and gets to the real issues, you can actually start solving the problem. Second, you develop real confidence, not this fake confidence that's based off empty praise, but real confidence based on actual achievement. Third, you build resilience, okay? When someone pushes you and you discover you can handle more than you thought, you become stronger. And fourth, dude, you save time and money. Instead of spending years in therapy disguised as coaching, you solve your problems and move on. I had a client who'd been working with a fucking, quote, supportive coach for 2 years. 2 years of weekly sessions. She was still struggling with the same confidence issues. In our first month working together, I challenged every fucking excuse she made. I pushed her to take action she was afraid to take. I refused to validate her self-limiting beliefs. And she hated it at first. She told me I was too harsh. She said other coaches were more understanding. But you know what? Within 6 months, she got promoted to a leadership role that she had been wanting for years. And within a year, she was leading a team of 20 fucking people. Why? Because someone finally cared more about her potential than her comfort. That's what real coaching looks like. Not cheerleading, not validation, not feel-good sessions, right? Real coaching is about pushing you to become who you're capable of being, even when it's uncomfortable. Fuck, especially when it's uncomfortable. So how do you tell the difference, right, between real coaching and feel-good bullshit? Well, real coaches, they're going to challenge your excuses, push you out of your comfort zone, big time, right? Focus on results, not your feelings. Give hard truths, not empty praises. Want to work themselves out of a fucking job, basically. Fake coaches, on the other hand, will validate everything you say. They'll keep you comfortable. They'll focus on how you feel, not what you achieve. They want you as a long-term client. Real coaches will piss you off sometimes, man. I promise I will. They'll make you uncomfortable. They'll challenge your thinking. Fake coaches, they will make you feel good. They'll agree with everything you say. They'll tell you you're perfect just the way you are. Which one do you think will actually help you change your life? I mean, think about it. If you want someone to make you feel good, hire a fucking cheerleader. If you want someone to help you get results, hire a real coach. Choice is yours. The choice is yours. But here's the bottom line. And I'm saying this out of love. But I don't give a shit about your feelings. I care about your future. I don't want to be a long-term coach. I want to help you solve your problems and fucking move on. I don't want to validate your excuses. I want to eliminate them because that's what real coaching looks like. If you want someone to tell you you're amazing just the way you are, there are plenty of coaches who will take your money and keep you comfortable for fucking ever. But if you want someone who will push you to actually become amazing, who will challenge you to reach your potential, who will care more about results than your feelings, that's a different conversation, all right? And like I said, man, choice is yours. Choice is yours. Comfort or growth. Those are your two choices. Validation or results. Long-term dependency or short-term discomfort that leads to lasting change. Choose wisely because it is important, okay? But the person asked me, what makes my shit different? And I thought, you know what? Maybe everyone's curious. And so that's what it is, right? So if you are looking for a speaker, if you're looking for a coach, even if it's not me, find someone who's going to shoot you straight. Find someone who's not going to validate every little fucking insecurity you've got and tell you you're perfect just the way you are, right? If you or your organization needs change, you need someone who's going to come in there and shake shit up, who's going to challenge people. Cool? So that's what you need to look for. If you're looking to create a culture shift in your organization, if you're looking to create a dynamic shift in your own life, look for someone who's going to make you uncomfortable. Cool? Anyway, hope you dug it. Hope you took something away from it, and I will talk to you next time. Later.